Hello, welcome to my channel, my bipolar journey. I know it's been a little while since I made a video. A lot on my mind lately. So, a lot's been going on. Not really a lot. A lot of thinking about my life again, what to do. I've had thoughts of moving to Cambodia because in the Philippines you have to renew your visa every 2 months. And in Cambodia you can renew your visa depending on which one you get, like an E visa, which is like a business visa or whatever. You can renew 3 months, 6 months, up to 12 months. And also they have a retirement visa that you can get that is good for, you can renew it once a year, but you have to be 55 years of age or older. But there's an exception that if you already received retirement benefits or some kind of steady income, whatever it is, that they will allow you to do that if you're, I guess, a little bit under 55 years old. So I've been thinking about that because in the Philippines, you know, having to go and renew every 2 months, to me is, you know, kind of a pain in the butt, having to do that. And it just, it's like a reminder to me that, you know, I don't know, like, you know, this isn't your home. It's just a reminder, and I know it's not my home because I'm not a Filipino citizen. But when you come to a country or whatever, you want to have it feel like your home if you plan on staying here, and you tend to try and do whatever you can to plant roots, which I think I mentioned in my first video. You want to make it feel like home as much as possible. So that being said, I had already made a trip to Cambodia just recently, and when I went there, you know, I was feeling good. I was kind of excited and all that, and then I panicked. I was like, the country itself, or at least Phnom Penh, which is the capital city, it was very nice. It was very clean. It was, you know, there's a lot of things that's different from Cambodia and the Philippines. And I love the Philippines. I've been here, you know, a long time, and I would never, you know, knock or say anything negative against the Philippines. But, you know, there is some issues with, you know, garbage in the streets and stuff like that. And in Cambodia, they have, you know, garbage receptacles everywhere along the streets, and, you know, anybody that has any litter or whatever, they can throw it in the garbage, and then they have garbage people that come by and empty and all that, and you just don't see a lot of the stuff there that you see here, which is kind of nice. And I did write down like a list of, you know, pros and cons of living here in the Philippines versus, you know, in Cambodia. And also in Cambodia, you can get prescription meds, which, you know, any meds that you need, whether it's for mental health or anything else that you may need. Excuse me 1 second. You can get all those things without a prescription. They're not necessary. You just go to the pharmacy, you tell them what you want or what you need. They help you out with any questions, information, blah, 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 blah. all that stuff, and you get it, and there's no issue. Which is kind of nice because here I'm in, Lapu-Lapu, which is, to go from here into Cebu City, you got to pay there and pay back, and that's an additional cost. And then you got to pay. I think I pay 800 pesos for a doctor's visit. So you have all that. But the cost of my prescriptions versus the cost of the ones in Cambodia are basically the same cost. So there's not a difference with that. So yeah, I've been thinking about that and trying to make the right decision. I've already went there once and panicked and came back because I was like, it was new. I felt alone. I was in the hotel room and I'm just laying there like, oh wow, what am I doing? Because being here, I'm just used to it. And I know where to go. I know where everything is. And so I don't have to, go through everything, trying to learn where everything is and what I need to do and where I need to go and all that stuff. And sometimes, like when I first came here to the Philippines, it was very, kind of felt overwhelming, having to figure everything out. So, luckily I had, somebody that helped me with that. So yeah, I'm and the cost of the plane fare going there, and so that decision I made to try and do that, cost me some money to do that, and then coming back. So, and here I am again, already thinking about doing the same thing. So I'm trying to make sure if I make this choice to do this, that it's the right choice, and I'm going to stick with it. So, let's see, what else? I have been, I guess, feeling better, I would say, yeah. The loneliness hasn't been quite as bad as it has been. And I don't think I said in the first video, but I am gay. I'm gay foreigner. And I've had a lot of issues with any kind of relationship here, and it's not an issue with me per se because I'm bipolar or whatever, but it's an issue because there's a lot of guys here that's just not honest about themselves excuse me, and their past. And Filipino guys, they love keeping secrets, and to me that's just, I don't like secrets because secrets come out eventually. They always do. And that can cause problems. So, let's see, that's what's happening lately. And I apologize again, I tend to, jump around a little bit. And like trying to collect all my thoughts and what I want to say and all that. But yeah, so, I'm not used to being alone. I don't like being alone. I'm not a loner guy. I've always been in a relationship over half my life, and that's what I'm used to. And to keep going through these relationships, to think that somebody says that they love you and care about you, but then turn around and do things to you to hurt you or to lie to you or to cheat or what have you. It's, you know, it's painful, and then you start to get to a point to where you just don't think you could ever trust anybody again. But me, you know, I'm hard-headed, and I keep thinking that, you know, everybody, you know, isn't the same, which, you know, not everybody's the same, but I just had horrible luck. I don't know. Maybe I have a black cloud over my head. But anyways, I'll talk some more about it soon. Thanks for visiting my channel, and have a blessed day. And if you would hit the like button, subscribe, share, that would really help me out a lot. I'm not getting a whole lot of views, and I'm hoping things will change with that, and things will get better with my channel. But anyways, I'll try and do another video as soon as possible. And thanks everyone for your time, and I hope you find what I'm saying, you know, helpful or insightful or something. Okay, take care.